And look at Mommy. Yay! Here we are at Aunt Flora's porch. April 96. We got Aunt Flora, Aunt Nellie,
put that away.
and Grant.
That's going to hurt you. 33 years ago, and all the family would come out. We had lots and lots of parties, and there was a lot of little children, grandchildren, and nieces and nephews by the bushel. We had lovely times out there.
Where was that, in Janesville or here?
No, up the farm when I lived around here. I lived in Upper Deerfield Township.
How old do you think you were when?
Not me.
Then, yeah.
Well,
Like,
we were married, and Mary Lynn is 53 this year. And she was born, I think Mary Lynn was born 3 years after I was married. 2 or 3 years anyway. So how old was I?
How old were you when you had Mary Lynn?
Oh, so that was when you were married.
When I had Mary Lynn, I was 27.
But that was when you were married that you're thinking of with all the kids and the farm and
they would come
stuff.
up to the farm.
Oh,
all
you lived on a farm.
All brothers and sisters and all their kids.
I didn't know you lived on a farm.
Sure.
Oh.
We had a great time up there.
Oh.
Yes, and then Mary Lynn was born in Bridgeton, but Patty, Kathy, and Alan were born up to the farm.
Oh. And when did you move from the farm?
We had 14 acres of ground up there. We
Wow.
raised a lot of stuff. And then
What'd you raise?
when Alan was 3 years old, we moved to Bridgeton. And he's almost 37 now.
What made you leave the farm?
Well, because we got a chance to buy this house. And the girls were grown up. Mary Lynn was nursing here at Bridgeton. Kathy was gone to high school here in Bridgeton. And Alan had started school. No, he didn't. And Patty was in 5th grade when we moved here.
Now, what'd you grow on the farm?
We had okra 1 year, and we had a lot of asparagus, and a lot of tomatoes.
Did you make money?
Made a lot of money on
Was that your main money, or did Carl also work somewhere else?
Carl worked too, but that was on the side. And then we also raised 2 pigs and made a lot of money on that with Aunt Lucy and Uncle Rudy.
Oh.
They bought a pig and we bought a pig. And we made a lot of money with that.
Did Aunt Lucy and Uncle Rudy live out there too?
No, but they'd get feed for the pigs and help them feed them.
Oh, well, that's good.
And then Carl had got a bull there, got his nose caught in a bucket, and he couldn't come out of the bucket. He was crying, and I was scared to death, and finally
Who, the bull?
The bull, yeah, finally got himself loose.
Oh.
So these are my memories of the farm. I had a lot of them.
Yeah. Now, what about you, Aunt Nellie? Did you always live in this house? There's Aunt Nellie's house, right over there.
Yeah. You lived here, yeah, 59 years.
59 years? Wow.
59. Because Rita was 3 years old when it was 59.
Who was 3?
Yeah. Dad lived in my house. 59 years? I think so.
Who was 3 years old?
Rita was 3 years old when she's 58.
Who's Rita?
61 years.
That was her neighbor.
Oh, the neighbor. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's 50. She would have been 59.
Yeah.
You got anything special you remember about growing up with your big family, or?
From Pennsylvania with a bus.
Yeah.
And we moved up to Seabrook then. From then we moved to Bridgeton. No, to Camden, and from Camden we moved to Bridgeton. And I used to work in the Owen.
What did you do there?
Pack bottles. Selecting. And I remember going back to Janesville. Did I say that? To visit Aunt Mary.
Yeah.
Out in the mountain. We went. 10 of us riding in that car.
So she never came to Bridgeton?
No.
Or she did when you were little?
She lived in Pennsylvania. She would come and visit. Yeah.
But now, when you left there to come to Bridgeton, how old was she?
I was 17.
Oh, so she was like, over 20?
Oh, sure.
So was she married then?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay. And that's why she stayed, because she was already married and everything.
And had a family there.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, Nancy. She was married and I wasn't born. I was born a month after she was married.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I'm 80, so she would have been married. See, I'm 80. I was 80. And it would have been 81 years that she was married. Because she was born a month
That's
after
unbelievable.
I was born. Yeah.
Wow.
I wasn't born the
And she was like
got married.
20 years older than you, or how old was she when she got married, do you think?
Well, she was only 17 when she got married.
Okay, so she's
Yeah, and
17
about 18 years older
years,
than me, and I'm 80.
Uh-huh.
So she would have been 98. Oh my
Mhm.
Lord.
Wow.
She was 94.
Yeah, almost 94 when she died.
Wow.
And it's been 3-4 years now.
So you weren't even born, and neither was Victor.
No. Victor's 3 years younger than me. He wasn't born then.
Wow. Wow, that's a big, that's a lot of years.
Yeah,
You know, be having kids for your mom
Yeah.
too, you know? Wow. Huh. That's amazing.
Came to New Jersey.
Mhm.
And then we lived in Camden, did we, for a couple years? Camden and Seabrooks, and then we moved back to Bridgeton.
Did you all ever work on the farm
No.
too, or just in
no,
the
I
OI?
helped out 1 year, we
No,
didn't
no,
go
no.
back to the farm.
That farm was just to make money because we didn't, we
But,
made money. We didn't have, Carl would get special people to cut the asparagus. You had to have somebody that would cut asparagus. He worked too.
Right.
And then you would bunch asparagus when he'd come home, and then you'd take it down and sell it. But that was, but he still kept his job all the time.
What was
I
his
didn't
job?
work. I was home with the kids.
What was his job?
When we were first married, Carl worked in the service station.
Mhm.
Then he worked at the Owens
Mhm.
for a short while. Then he went in furniture business. He went
Oh.
down doors, but then he went to Carl Hars's.
Then he worked the baker shop.
The baker shop. Yeah, and the baker shop too.
Uh-huh. But I was thinking about the farm. I was thinking about, you used to say, Graham, that you worked on the farm when you were a kid.
Oh, just a little while. Yeah, but that.
No, not
that
too long?
wasn't for me.
Oh,
No, that
okay.
was for Seabrook.
Oh, okay.
I'd go to work and I'd sit under the tree.
I see you. I see you, Ryan. Hi.
Like it.
Is he getting Nancy? Okay. All right.
I see you, Ryan.
Well, let me stop for now because he's gonna.
Tom.
There's a picture of Carl
On the couch, on the end,
and
there's end
his
tables.
great grandfather.
Underneath, there's a little box, and there's some